Hello Pisces, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Pisces is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Pisces, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And here we have a Knight of Swords. You're very decisive right now. I feel like you've got a really sharp mind. I feel like your decisions are coming quickly. You're speaking up. You're being bold. You have an ability right now to leap forward in life without needing all the answers, without needing the full plan explained to you. This might be a good moment to just kind of trust the process, trust yourself, and know that the details, the technical aspects of something will reveal themselves to you as you need it, as you need them. Okay? The plan will unfold a little bit more with every step you take. Let's put this card into a little bit of context, and let's see what is going on for you in your life. We've got a Two of Wands, yes. Very nice. We have a Star card, Seven of Cups, Eight of Wands, and a Prince of Wands. Beautiful energy. The Empress, Three of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, and the Chariot. Making some really, really nice progress. Very quick progress here. Once you leap into this, once you rush into it, and you take control of your destiny, this is you taking control of, this is you taking the wheel. Things are going to happen very quickly for you. You've got to leap into it, and you have to assume control here. You've got to drive the chariot. You got to do things your way. You need that confidence, that boldness, that bravery. Yeah. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown, and we're just going to set it down right over here with Tiny Bob Ross right on top. We're not going to look at that happy little card until the very end. It will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation we need at the end of the reading. If at any moment during this message you feel like you might know what that card might be, put your prediction in the comments right below the video, okay? Now, as we look around the room, we see major, major, major arcana cards. Okay, the Star, the destiny, following that path. You know who you are. You know why you're here. You have faith, hope, and trust in yourself, and that's allowing you to act boldly right now and take this matter, by the horns. Take this, grab the reins, basically. Take charge. Okay, you've got to put yourself in control of your life here. And I think that your life is going to expand and grow and get more fruitful, and there's major harvest energy coming in. I think it's time for you, right? Especially with that Empress, because I feel like you've spent a lot of time helping others get rich. It's time for you to get rich, helping others with their harvest, or giving your energy or your resources to others. It's time for you now to claim some of that for yourself. It's time for you to stand up and do things your way. Okay. Anyway, we've got fire, a lot of fire. We've got a little bit of water, and that's what we're sort of moving away from. A little bit of air, Okay, right there. And we've got, just a little bit of earth, too. So it really is the majors, and it's just fire. It's fire. It's time for fire. Yeah. It really is, it's required right now for you to act decisively. You've got to take action. You want to build momentum here. Got to be direct. You got to think in bold ways. Clarity, decisiveness. Make the declaration. Say the thing that needs to be said. You don't need to be liked right now. You need to be heard. Okay? Move quickly. Stay aware of the consequences. Don't hesitate. There's an opportunity right now for you to seize power, seize control. Yeah. Avoid any kind of debate. You're going after the win. Okay? And I think that you don't need to explain it. You just need to sort of communicate and do it. You need to have that very decisive action right now. You have a very strong idea. You need to go for it. Channel this good idea into movement. All this fire energy is it wants you to take it and run with it. Okay? You're acting with purpose and clarity. And you're thinking of the future. You're asking yourself what kind of life you're creating for yourself. See, the Knights of the Tarot are always looking in the future and kind of asking that question, what's the life that I'm creating? Or, why am I creating that life rather than the life I want? The Knights are also about how we begin something. Okay, and generally the message is with the Knights, don't hesitate. Don't wait for the answers. Don't wait until you have the turn-by-turn MapQuest directions printed out. No, just go. Just do it. Okay? Two of Wands, self-confidence, direction, taking the initiative. Okay? You're the big thinker here. Let yourself act on this. Okay? And maybe even zoom out a little bit. Define how the next 30 days of your life are going to go. Not so much planning it out, but realizing that you have a real opportunity here to make major progress. Make the bold plan, not the safe one. Your confidence is going to grow by you choosing to take action, not by waiting, right? You're ready to level up. Let's start doing it. Think bigger. Don't seek permission, right? Use your vision. Lead this thing, whatever it is. You're one brave decision away from shifting your path. Step into that version of yourself. You want to do things your way. This is a card of control. And you can't control everything. You can't control other people. You can't control what they do. You can't control what the universe does for you or doesn't do for you. You can only control your responses, your behaviors, your thoughts, words, and deeds. So do that. The rest of the stuff doesn't matter. Okay? You know where you're going, and this is that dominion. This is you feeling the power in your arms, that you can shift your path. Okay. Anyways, very exciting energy. We've got a star card underneath the surface too. And the star, beautiful card. This is a connection with your truest self. This is spiritual guidance. This is an inner peace, really. Inner peace, outer, domination, This is your spiritual connection. This is your calm nervous system. You're staying cool under pressure. Okay. Drink more water. Sleep. Go outside. Stay balanced. Okay. Have faith in yourself. Have trust in yourself. Be at peace and have hope about your journey. and trust that your efforts are going to have a positive effect. Okay? You're connected with your authentic self. You're following your North Star. Now, the problem is that sometimes we know what our North Star is, but we're too timid or too shy to follow it. Yeah, and I think that's over here. That's that Seven of Cups over there. We distract ourselves with other things when what we should be doing is following our North Star. And sometimes we self-medicate, right? Or we indulge in the Seven of Cups because we're just kind of nervous about following our North Star. So you have this here. This is what your soul really knows right now. You know who you are. You know where you're going. You know what you're made of. You know what you're capable of. Okay? Your inner spiritual compass, your inner star, is leading you back to your true path. We've got to get away from that Seven of Cups. Okay? That Seven of Cups is distraction. The Seven of Cups is something that is masquerading as something beautiful, but really it's not good for us. It's the illusion. It's us overthinking. It's us living a lie or a fantasy. It is maybe an emotional fog. Yeah. This is escapism. This is something that maybe like dulls our senses a little bit, or like an emotional numbing. Okay? You're moving beyond this. You're getting out of this. You're moving away from this negativity. You're checking in with your body. Your body knows what's real. You know that these are things that are very shiny and glittery, but not all that glitters is gold, right? So you're able to see this for what it is and saying, I don't want to live this way anymore. This may be something that's been draining your energy from you. A situation, a pattern of belief, a pattern of thoughts, values that you don't hold anymore, but somehow we've kind of stayed attached to. Clear the illusion. Okay? You're choosing what feels real, what you know to be true, not something that's just glamorous or exciting or and this is even that feeling of being stuck somewhere, that feeling of being in the quicksand. And sometimes we get stuck in this quicksand. We say, well, I guess that's my life now. And we just sink deeper, deeper, deeper. Pretty soon we're in a Nine of Swords type of energy. But I think you're realizing, wait a minute, I don't have to be stuck here. And of course, we see the Chariot up here. This is a very nice Chariot, very strong, not stuck in the mud. You're getting your Chariot unstuck. You're getting your emotions unstuck. Okay? You're taking charge of your life. You're doing things your way instead of the Empress here is a very good card, but I feel like sometimes the Empress is always serving the needs of others. What about your own? So anyway, we have an Eight of Wands up here too. Life is about to start picking up the pace. It's going to start getting faster, okay? This is momentum, acceleration. Things are speeding up. And you've got to roll with, we're kind of talking about 30 days. Where do you want to be in 30 days from now? We got to take it 24 hours at a time. And you got to be going quick. Right? There are messages coming in. There are things that need to be done. There are opportunities on the table. Your schedule is going to get filled up. You got to stay prioritized. You've got to stay organized. The energy right now is saying, don't overthink. Just do. Just get the stuff done. We don't want to get stuck in the mental energy. Okay? Could be a lot of traveling, could be a lot of logistics to figure out. Things are happening like lightning fast, and you're trying to roll with that wave. You're You're trying to ride that wave of creative energy. I think you're going to get more done in the next 30 days than you did in the last 3 years. I feel like your life is shifting very, very fast. You're shifting your path very quickly. When that door opens, you're sprinting through. Okay? And I feel like this is an internal pressure. It's kind of like there's something inside of you that's just saying, I can't sit still anymore. It's like we got the jazz hands. We're tap dancing on the shag carpet. We're just not going to sit here and be stuck in that 7 of Cups anymore. We're getting up, we're doing something about it. And we're going to do it quick, and we're going to go hard. It's going to be intense. But it's also going to be sustainable. We have now the Prince of Wands. This is leadership and direction. This is vision. This is leadership, right? Leading yourself, driving your chariot. Okay, you're not waiting for any kind of permission. You're not waiting for consensus. You're trusting yourself, trusting your star. Okay. You're making moves right now that will align you with your long-term identity, not your short-term mood. This is cruise control. We know that everything we start today is setting us on a new path, and we're going to get that momentum going. It's going to be a long-term change, a long-term alignment, and a long-term shift that you're setting it off right now. You're kicking everything off right now. Okay? You're leading from your purpose, from that star, because you know what you're supposed to be doing in this life. Okay? You've got passion and strategy. And you have this ability to communicate, and sort of, I don't know, I kind of feel like you're setting the example with this one. So let yourself be guided by that inner star and act decisively, act boldly. Okay, you're not going to let yourself down. Now, I want you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. These readings are totally free. Let me know which card on the path of the dove seems to resonate with you the most. Okay. We're going to talk about the Empress now. The Empress is a giver. You know, the Empress is a card that is always like giving out compliments or support, caring for other people. Okay. Now this card has to kind of be turned inward. This has to be self-care, creativity. This has to be you nourishing yourself, taking care of your needs, not focusing always on what other people need from you, but maybe what you need from other people, what you need from yourself. This is you, I don't want to cry. This is you finally prioritizing you. Okay? This is you creating something that's nourishing to your soul. You're saying yes to something that feels restorative, feels positive, feels healthy and good for you, not draining. Okay? You're nourishing something that is nourishing you. And I think it's time that you prioritize yourself. See, the Empress is giving out blood, sweat, and tears to everything around them. The Empress will feed everybody from their own blood, But you need to eat too. You need to be sustained. You need some of that energy. And I think that this is like, I don't know, I just feel like we've had enough of something, right? And I feel like for a long time, a lot of your resources went into helping other people and assisting other people, boosting up, lifting up other people. And that's good. That's wonderful. You need that too. So I kind of feel like you're taking charge of that. Yeah. Anyway, 3 of Pentacles here. Another very martial card here. We have Mars in Capricorn here. We've got Mars in Aries here. Okay. Believing in your vision and doing the work that's going to build that reality. This is you finding allies, finding people that are going to cooperate with you. This is you working toward realizing your potential. Okay, this is literally the card of work. And it's out here in your environment. You're out there working it. This is maybe teamwork. This is you building. Okay? And this may be emphasizing some sort of collaboration. That you're gaining support. You're gaining that kind of input from other people. Your work is improving because you're improving. You're creating systems and frameworks that are going to make your work easier. What kind of tools do you need in order to kind of level up the work that you're doing? This is the only earth card we have, the only pentacles, the only discs. Because all of this fire energy is great, but all that fire doesn't do anything unless it connects with the earth. Unless it's actually sort of transmitted to the physical, like mechanical realm. This is mechanical work. Things are actually being done, right? You're showing up consistently. Your effort is visible because you're doing things in the physical world. You're making progress. You're building with intention. You're doing the work. Okay? You're doing the work. And I think you're going to see a lot of progress a lot faster than you anticipated. Okay. Now, the Seven of Wands is this fear we have of opposition. And it's kind of like the Empress is kind of afraid of people getting mad at her, right? Because I can't give you all my time, effort, energy, or money or space. I can't give you all my blood, sweat, and tears today. And we feel like there's going to be some pushback from the world, you know? Once you start standing up for yourself, you may find that there is a little bit of pushback. This is the card of courage, valor, perseverance, boundaries. This is you taking a stand. This may be kind of the fear of like, you know, it's one thing to like feel like I'm taking control of my life. I'm going to start doing the things that I need to do. And yeah, that's really like, that's bold, right? But what about when somebody stands up and says, oh, no, you're not? Then what do? Do we kind of shrink back and say, you're right, I'm sorry? Or do we stand up and do we defend that? Defend your priorities. You're not shrinking away from that boldness, okay? Someone else's reaction isn't going to diminish your efforts or make you feel small again. You're holding your ground. You don't have to explain it to anybody. You have this firm, calm strength. You're protecting your time, effort, energy, money, and space. Okay? Protect your energy. Because once you make the declaration, once you start following your will, it will be tested. You don't have to prove anything. But what you do have to do is maintain your direction. Okay? You're not backing down. And the breakthrough, the progress, the shifting of your life will come. Stand your ground here. It's valor. This is, sometimes we feel outnumbered. Sometimes we feel like we're the underdog. That's good, fine, be the underdog. Yeah, be the underdog. Now you've got the Chariot card too, and the Chariot is that momentum. The Chariot is the confidence, the forward motion. You've picked a direction, you've committed to it. You're not going back and forth, you're not waffling, it is steady progress. You've picked a lane, and you're driving steadily down that road. Protect your energy, protect your schedule, protect your time. Say no to distractions. Be consistent. It's kind of like build a streak, you know? And I think that if you can do that, in whatever realm of life we're talking about, build a streak. Don't break the chain. Do it every day, do it consistently, and you'll see that your confidence and your power is growing. Okay. Stay organized. Don't let your life get too cluttered with unnecessary things. Okay. It's not just intention, it is also like visible effort. You have to do the actual work that comes with it. And we're going to see the progress. Okay. And maybe the real confidence comes after we start seeing progress. Then we start getting more and more confident. Right now we've got to be brave. Maybe confidence will come later. Celebrate the small wins. Celebrate the forward motion. Stop debating. Stop worrying. Stop sinking. Start moving. Because you're ready. Let's look at the mystery card. I kind of feel it's going to be an emperor. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. We've had a few readings, Pisces, where it shows the evolution of you into the sign of Aries. That may not mean much for some of you, but it's kind of the natural progression of the Pisces energy, evolving into a little bit more of that kind of leadership, the kind of bold, decisive, almost impulsive actions, So I'm kind of thinking it's going to be an emperor. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments down below. Let's see. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, that's great. Fortune favors the brave. Yeah. This is expansion. This is the turning point. This is where you're changing your life. This is the moment. This Two of Wands is the lever by which you are prying the Wheel of Fortune loose, and it's going to be spinning in your favor. This is the lever that changes, it's the switch that changes the track your life is on. There's synchronicity here. There's new momentum. Something is shifting here, okay? So you're saying yes to these opportunities. You're saying yes to this momentum and this speed. You're saying yes to your star. This time in your life favors action and positive risk. What was stuck is now unstuck. Okay? Things are really turning in your favor, and this wheel is going to be spinning faster and faster and faster and faster. Spirit will put the right people, places, and things on your path when and where you need them. You need to engage those things. You need to say yes to them. Don't shy away. Once you start taking bold action in this manner, the universe is going to conspire to help you. And you will find your fortunes are changing. Anyway, we're going to do an extended reading if you want to stick around. We'll do an I Ching hexagram. We'll do some oracle cards. There's a link in the corner. There's a link down below. New readings for Pisces, Tuesdays and Fridays. Be sure to watch both readings. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you are watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we are all in this together.